Hello and welcome to this third part of my walkthrough. Now, after watching my second video yesterday, one of my friends pointed out that I could just use Zeratul stun ability to actually not only block detection from units, but actually just stun them. And yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought of it that way, so that makes things a lot easier if you start using it on Ultralisks and Broodlords and big units like that. So you should definitely do that. It makes life a lot easier for you, so you don't actually have to micro your stalkers around to the extent that I do in this video. This part is pretty trivial, so I just want to say that I did a video on the one-shot 50 kills achievement last night as well, so if you're still struggling with that one, you should definitely check it out. It's a pretty easy way to do it, at least I think so. Anyway, killing off a few units, pulling them back one at a time, and then I'm just going to proceed to kill the overseer here. Pulling the mutalisks as well, killing them off quickly, and then using Zeratul to proceed on. Shouldn't be a big problem. Now I'm going to show you the locations of the semi-secret hatcheries in this part of the video, so stay tuned for that if you're still looking for them. Just sniping off the few remaining towers. For the next part you want to bring in your stalkers first, as you need ranged units to clear out the next part. As you can see, moving up the ramp here, you're going to be facing a lot of banelings. I love banelings, especially how they explode when they die, so it's always a great satisfaction to kill them. Love it. Now, of course, as they are getting closer, you don't want them to splash all your units, so simply just blink over here, wait for the banelings to come back, and then blink back into position and snipe them off again. Really, really easy, and you don't really have to micro a lot, but you can, of course, target the front one if you feel that you need more time. Bring up Zeratul as well. The first of the hidden hatcheries are hidden down here. When you go here, you can see you gain sight on this next ledge, and you can blink over there. There's an overseer and a detection tower, so move your stalkers up and kill the overseer, but don't move them too far in, because there's an ultralisk hiding, waiting to unburrow, and he will, of course, be somewhat of a challenge. You can also just use your ability, of course, but I just like to snipe off the overseer, then snipe off the tower, and keep your stalkers far from harm. Yeah. And pretty straightforward, just own the hatchery. It's really easy, actually. Come on. Alright, so moving on. For this next part I just kinda move forward and then move a bit backward. There are a lot of small units burrowed here in the next passage, so you should just pull them a few at a time. Micro your stalkers around a little bit, use blink, and then snipe off the units. It's no challenge whatsoever. Careful, I think there is a baneling on burrowing as well, but should be no biggie. Now you do want to bring all your units with you when you move up the next ramp, because actually I do take quite a big hit from the baneling. But snipe off the tower that can detect you. It makes the next part a bit easier. And kill off as much as you can before they burrow. Then use the ledge up at the top to your advantage, because once the overseer moves away, the towers will not be able to spot you and you can kill them off. when you've cleared away a few towers, you can just use Zeratul ability on the Overseer and snipe off the few remaining towers. Actually, I do move in here, sniping off that tower pretty easily, then blind the Overseer. And then you reach a small checkpoint where you will actually get, I think I've been here with a different number of stalkers a few times, and you will always get enough stalkers so that you have 6 for this next part. So if you lost some on the way, it's no problem, because you're going to get a few more here anyway. Of course, there's some roleplay, but for the next part, just let the zealots take the hits and micro your stalkers a bit, snipe off the ultralisk. And here you can see one stalker warping in, but if you'd lost a few more, then you would be given a few more stalkers, so it's no problem. Kill the ultralisk, does the most damage to the zealots, and then just proceed to kill anything really. Micro your stalkers a bit, there are a few circlings. Then for this part, move up the ramp. That way you will be able to snipe off the flying units a lot easier, and you will be in position for the next part where you have to kill some niter swarms. Careful not to take any damage with the Zeratul, as they can detect him until the towers are gone. As you can see, it's pretty easy to snipe off the niter swarms from up here, and then just blink down. Now, be really careful that you don't step onto the circle to start the next part of the map. The second hidden hatchery is actually very close to here. You have sight up here and you can blink up, and then if you go to the bottom here, you will be able to blink over a small chasm, and right back here the next hatchery is hidden. Now I find this part a bit tricky if you want to save all your stalkers, as there are a few roaches here, and if you kill the roaches, they will just build new ones at the hatchery. So what I like to do is use your stalkers to kill off one of the detection towers, and use Zeratul to blind the other one and take it out immediately after. And then just blink your stalkers out as soon as possible. There's no reason to stay and kill the roaches really, but unless they block your way out. So as you can see, put your stalkers on one, put Zeratul on the other, and then try to save as many stalkers as you can. Actually, you cannot blink back where you came from because you don't have sight up there, so you can blink away behind the hatchery. You will be able to blink down where you came from originally. But this works as well, killing off the roaches, and then just leave Zeratul to handle the rest of the buildings. Now I still have 4 stalkers left, so that should be enough to do the achievement where you have to leave 3 alive. But otherwise, just save before you do this, and you'll be just fine. You can just play it through again. I like to save my game anyway before this next part, because it's a bit random if you're going to lose your stalkers or not. Bit of lag, sorry about that. Happens when it loads the voices for the roleplay.
Most ominous. But if the Queen of Blades seeks this prophecy, we must keep it from her. The rest is obscured. What?
from here on, it's just a matter of escaping as fast as you can, and I'll show you how in just a little bit after all the roleplay is done.
We cannot prevail against so many. I will stand against the Queen of Blades while you escape with the fragments. I will not abandon you.
I will not abandon you. Okay, I'll abandon you. Blah 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 blah. Well, the story is actually pretty cool, but right now, let's focus on the escape. Gather up your units very close, bunch them up before you run in. Oh, there's now autosave as well, so if it fails you can just go from there anyway. Now just run all you can, don't stop and attack anything, and then especially don't attack the rocks, just blink through them. That'll actually help you block out the units following you. And do it again here, and wait for blink to cool down. Then blink through the last part as well, and just run through and escape up here. And here you might lose a few stalkers, so that's where the save comes in handy. Hope you like this walkthrough, and I'll see you guys next time. Detriment signing out.